Hi everyone, it's Denise here again. I'm going to show you how to work with shapes again in Embird. This is keeping me occupied at the moment with this coronavirus being locked up, and this is keeping my sanity. Hope you enjoy it. So this is what I'm going to do is all these are created with shapes, and this, except for here, I've just used columns. So here we go. So go into your studio and you set your hoop to whichever size you want. Usually I'll go and change the height and width myself. Will you left click on whichever one you want? So I'll do it about 150 mil by, oh, you've got to choose that, and then by 150 mil. Choose the tick and then apply. So what I'll do is I'll start off with the house. You go over to your left hand column and pick your fill icon. Click in somewhere on your hoop and you go to shapes. So this one I'll do a rounded rectangle, and right click, you've got to right click to get elements, and so you click that and then select the tick to select the shape. So I want this as a red house, and the parameters I just left with the plain fill and fill number 1. Oh no, I did bricks. Yes, we've got to have bricks. So bricks, and I didn't change anything else. So you get out of that, and there you've got your bricks. So I want some windows in there, so you've got to select the shape that you want to put the windows in, and you go over to the left hand side and left click on this icon with a hole. It looks like a hole in the middle. So you're allowed to, you click in there and you're allowed to use your shapes again. So I'll just use an ordinary triangle and go to elements again and select that shape. Instead of doing the shape again through that, I just right click, go to duplicate and move it over to the other side. So you've got 2 windows, and what you can do is drag down, you go up to your top of your screen, and when the cross comes, you right click, left click on it and drag down this line, and that helps you to line up your windows. Now you pick the window, left click on it, and then just drag it to the line. And to do the door, I'll do the same. I'll just do a duplicate, bring it down here, and just try and center it. You can do your lines. Oh, that one's jumped down there then. So what I'll do is I'll put it up there. And you select this one, and then you just drag it out a little bit with the right side of the mouse, and there's your door. So you select all of those now, and you just drag a line right around it, and then go up and generate stitches, And there you are, you've got your holes in the door. What I'll do is I'll move this one down a bit because it's caught up in that stitching there. It's made it a bit wonky, so I'll select again and generate. Okay, it needs to be dragged down a little bit more. Okay, now generate again. Oops. Oh, that's dreadful. Okay. Well, maybe what I need to do is just bring it up so that it's got a doorstep. That'll be good. Yep, that's good. All right, so to get rid of the line here, just drag it back up. Now, what I'll do is the chimney. So you go to your fill and click around where you want to put it. Go to your shapes, and I'll just do a triangle. And that'll do for a chimney. So with the chimney, what I'll do is I'll just have a plain fill. Right click on it to get your elements and select that. So you just drag that down to the side of the house. That's your chimney. I'll just, yep, that's fine. And generate stitches. Now we'll do the roof. Now for the roof, you select your fill stitch, just clicks there somewhere, and I'll do a triangle. I'll go down that way. See, if depends on which way you drag it, whether it's going to be, the triangle is going to be that way or that way. So I'll do it this way. Two elements, select that. Now you bring it over, and then you just drag it out so that it fits on top of your house. And just bring it down a little bit. And what I'll do is I'll do grey. So I'll just select grey with the left click and drag it and drop it in there. And the parameter I did with this was a vertical. So because in Australia, we love our corrugated iron, so we've got to have a corrugated iron roof. What I did too was I'll move this chimney down a bit, and in the parameters with the roof, I scaled it down a little bit so that the corrugations weren't as wide. So scale it down to 50. And see here, you can see it changes there, and apply that so it's a bit more corrugated. Right, now what I'll do is I'll go in and fill the gaps. So what you do is you highlight your house, and in this second window down here, it's got all the holes that you've done. So if you highlight, there's the door, and what I did is I filled the door with the vertical stitch again. And did I scale? I think, yeah, I scaled that one down as well. And that's yeah, generate stitches there. Oops, I forgot to. What you got to do is go and convert it. That's what. see if you go into the convert and you can create a fill. So I've created a fill from that, and that's where you go into the parameters and do the vertical. So it's come out red, but that's fine. We'll just change it to the grey. And there's a little gap there, but I'll just drag it up a little bit and generate stitches. That's fine. Now with the windows, you go back here and you select the windows. You do the same thing, go up and convert and create a fill. And with this one, I'll do it grey again. And in the parameters, I used the motif with the lattice. And I scaled it down to the 50, and then I changed the density to about 65. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact, but just around about. So if you generate stitches with that, then you've got a lattice effect. So you go and I'll duplicate that and put it over in the other window. Then you've got your window fill. So next thing, I'll go and do the clouds. And with the clouds, what I did was a whole lot of circles. So I'll just move this down a bit, and you select your fill shape again, and just click somewhere on the screen. Then you select, I'll just select the 4 elements, and you do a circle, and you go to your elements and select that. Now what I did with these is I'll duplicate and just cross them over and just do a whole lot of duplicates. Do bigger ones and smaller ones, and I'll duplicate again and duplicate again. Okay, now you just select all of those and you go to transformation and shaping, and you select union. And you can see here you've still got all your circles, but it comes up. I'll select that and drag it across, and it's there's no lines in it. It's all one shape. So I'll delete these ones because we don't need them anymore. And this one, the parameters I left at a plain fill and generate stitches. So to save time, what I'll do is I'll just duplicate that, and then but it's fun to go in there and just do a whole lot more shapes, so that you've got different shaped clouds. Now the next thing I'll do is some grass. So with the grass, I'll leave it off now and go into a second video. See you later.